retake. First off, I'm not a rifle guy, okay? I know enough to get me into a little bit of trouble about rifles, but I am still on my learning curve, and I'm not afraid to admit that. My focus primarily over the last 3 or 4 years has been solely on pistols and becoming good with a pistol, either for concealed carry or competition, because I do think the firearm that I'm going to have on me 90% of the time is going to be a pistol. So I have to be good with a pistol before I can even think about getting to the rifle. So if I suck with a pistol, and you know the slogan is, you know, use your pistol to fight for your rifle or your shotgun. Well, if you suck at your pistol, you're not going to make it to your rifle or your shotgun anyways. So first things first, get good at your pistol, then learn some really good stuff about rifles. Because if you can't fight your way to your rifle, then your rifle is a fucking paperweight. So that's my theory on the thing. So I'm finally at a position now where I really feel like my pistol skills are where they need to be to start shifting focus or adding focus in with a rifle. So I got a rifle. How did I get this rifle? I had a whole debacle with Sig Sauer. I had a bunch of their guns. I think that Sig, sorry Sig fans, but I think the company really did you a big disservice. They lied to you. They're covering shit up. And I've lost my loyalty to the brand or my trust and faith in the brand by the way that they're acting. So, not to mention it was a terrible recall. The P320 was a terrible recall. Like, it needs to be called a recall, and it needs to be a fucking replacement trigger, not a voluntary upgrade. Like, you drop the thing, it fucking tries to kill you. The fuck? So, they're doing you a big disservice. Anyways, I sold all my SIG stuff with the money left over, and one of the SIGs left over, I traded some other stuff for this. This is a BCM Jack Carbine AR. It's a fucking phenomenal place to start. I know BCMs have some of the best build quality on the market, especially the Jack. I think it's either the most or the second most expensive BCM rifle they make. It was also jointly designed or built by Haley Strategic, and Travis Haley is a fucking guru on his AR. He's a fucking robot. If you haven't watched him, go watch him on YouTube. He's ridiculous. And if it's good enough for him, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good enough for me as my first AR. It also comes with a light, which I think is important. If you watch any of my other videos, you know how important having a light on your firearm is. You're never going to shoot into the dark, especially with an AR. So it's a really good place for me to start. It had a Geisley trigger when I bought it. I have since upgraded the trigger to another Geisley. It's called a Super Dynamic 3G. So it's real light and a flat face trigger, and it's real sweet. I really like it a lot. I like light triggers with really short resets. Sitting on top is a Trijicon ACOG. It's 4x32 with a red chevron. It's dual illuminated. And then I have a BCM foregrip. So that's the basics of the rifle, but the build quality is amazing because I have some friends who have some lower end or part build ARs, and when you go ahead and pull back on the charging handle, it just doesn't feel the same as this. You can just tell the build quality is much smoother in this rifle than some of the personally built or cheaper built ARs out there. So I'm very grateful for this. I am on the path to learning more about ARs and rifles. I feel like my pistol skills are where they need to be in order to really transition to the rifle and be good at fighting with my rifle, or at least using it. Looking forward to doing some two-gun competitions and go from there. I may very well change out this optic for something like just a red dot. I don't really know which way to go. I'm thinking about maybe an Aimpoint Micro T2, or even just sticking a little RMR, a Trijicon RMR on a Scalar Works mount, just to cut down on the weight, because all I really need is the dot, and I know that Trijicon RMR is built like a tank. I have a bunch of them. So that's where I'm going with this. I'm looking forward to it, and I think once you get into a good position with your pistols, you should go ahead and go down this road. I recommend the BCM. The Jack especially, it has very little recoil. It's got a great muzzle brake. It's really like a flash hider slash muzzle brake, but it'll do. You know, it'll do. It's not a competition rifle. It can be used for competition, but this is a battle rifle that has build quality, and if I threw it in the dirt, the snow, the mud, the rain, or whatever, this would work. And that's what I wanted with my first rifle, and a nice build quality. So I went with the BCM Jack Carbine. I did a lot of research into this before I went with this. A lot of research to a limited knowledge person. So I talked to a lot of my rifle friends or military friends who, you know, obviously their primary fighting weapon is a rifle, so they knew more about it than I do. And, you know, obviously they talked to me a little bit more about the pistol. So I think this is the right road to go down. Leave some comments underneath about what optics I should go with, and what you guys think about BCMs.